Hello and welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to see how we could call the Affimation API using a workflow automation tool called N8N. N8N provides us an ability to integrate various services, various apps into a single workflow, and they could be called as and when required. N8N also provides us with AI agents capability so that we could call and use AI into our workflows as well. N8N is a self-hosted option as well as they provide their own service. So what we are going to do today is we are going to try to run it locally on our laptop and see how we could use it. So if you go to docs and self-hosted N8N, that has various options of how you could do that. Using Docker is probably the easiest way. So if you look at the option of how to run Docker, they already have the command which needs to be run. So once we run the Docker command, we would see something like this. This is the dashboard that would come up. For the first time when you run, you won't see any existing workflows. In order to start creating a workflow, we will be creating the create workflow button here, which shows up a blank canvas. Um, the very first step that we have to add is a trigger. Since this is a demo, we will be triggering it manually, but you could hook it up to a webhook, or you could connect it to Google Sheets, and if there is a change in Google Sheets, then the workflow gets triggered. Or you could have a chat message coming this way. So in our case, we are just going to trigger it manually right now. So this is a manual trigger which has been added. We could just test it using the test workflow just to make sure it is working fine. So once we see a green tick, that means it is working fine. In order to call the Affimation API, we have to call the HTTP request module. So this is what we will connect to. It is going to be a post method, and in the URL we will be typing the endpoint that we have to call. In this case, we are going to use the search endpoint. So because we'll be using it as a search using keywords. No authentication to be passed because we are going to use headers to pass the authentication. This would be content type application JSON because our request is a JSON payload, and the other would be the XAPI key, which we have to enter here. In the send body, it would be a JSON type. Using the fields below, we'll be using JSON, and I have a sample ready here, which I will be pasting it directly. In our case, I'm using the keywords as Moana 2 4K because that's what I'm looking for. And let me add the key as well. So once we have the key added, we can go ahead and test this step. So once we have the results, we can see that we have the title returned, we have the affiliate link returned back, and we also have links to the image and the price. We could limit the number of results back to say 1 if we wanted to, or we could refine the keyword to get a more accurate result, or you could use all of these in your the next step if you wish to. So once we have this, we will go back to the canvas, and from this point you could go and add the next app that you wanted to send it to. It could either be Google Sheets, it could be Instagram, it could be Pinterest, wherever you wish to send it to. That's all in this video for now. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions or feedback, please do leave me a comment. Please do like and subscribe to the channel so you can get more videos in future. Thank you once again and see you in the next video.